Are you having hat problems, Prophet?
There we go. There we go. All right, there we go.
All
Yeah, I
right.
can see
Are we
that.
good?
Yeah,
Can we
we're
do the
good.
video now?
Sure, why not?
Let's talk about this insane article on MovieWeb. The title is The Wheel of Time Season 2 director teases grand battles and expansive horizons. The Wheel of Time is about to become a lot bigger and bolder Season 2. Season 2 promises an epic battle sequence that will rival historical dramas like Gladiator. What do you think about that? What do you think they're referring to?
I think they're trying to refer to the opening of Gladiator.
Yeah.
Maybe because otherwise, the rest of the battles in Gladiator are, basically one-on-ones. Maybe they're talking about the arena fight because it's just they're on sand in an enclosed space where they can't
Yeah.
move fighting each other. Maybe that's what they're talking about. But we can already tell from the stuff they've given us, there's not going to be an epic battle. It's going to be
No.
lame. You're going to be
No.
swinging at air, and
Yep.
Nynaeve's going to be go, "Wah," and Rand's going to get
Yep.
killed by Turok or some BS. Like,
I agree. I mean, again, this is hyperbole. This is essentially the high pressure cell. Number 2, and this is the one I really wanted to talk about, number 2 and number 3. Changes from the source material are driven by the constraints of an 8-episode season, similar to examples in Games of Thrones, but still maintain a narrative flow in character-centric approach. Now, that's bullshit, because what did Rafe Judkins tell us?
See through their emotional journey, and then we fit in everything else around that.
Emotional journeys are not stories. Emotional journeys are 1, 2, 3 post-it notes. They don't create characters. They don't develop stories. They don't create engagement from the audience, as we saw in season 1, where every episode from the premiere continued to lose about 10% until the very end. Steve, what do you think about this? Is this going to be the new talking point that, well, it's because of the format of television, we had to completely remove 99% of the story and race and gender swap and sexuality swap the characters in order to make
Emotional
journeys because we couldn't make the books?
well, I mean, let's be honest. This excuse keeps popping up. They can't decide, right? They can't decide whether it's we are the books and we are adapting it faithfully, which is what they like to sprout about, or, well, it's not our fault. It's Amazon's fault.
If I make just a literal interpretation of the books where they're just saying the lines that are on the page and we deliver them to screen, it will not feel right to the audience. It will not feel like the books they love.
Because they wouldn't give us more episodes. So it's like, no. No. This is your fault. You sold the series. Yeah. If you needed more episodes, then you should have asked for more episodes. If you wanted longer episodes, you should have asked. This is your fault. You pitched that you could do this. Now, you haven't. Not at all. Like, you've heard me say it time and time again. Just say you stole the name and you're making your own fan fiction.
The cast is so attentive to the books. The production is so attentive to them. We all try to be really attentive to them. And we also try to not be crushed under that pressure. We try to also let the pieces of our artistry come to it. Like if Rosamund has an idea about something that Moiraine might do that's different than the books, I think that's worth chasing sometimes.
Because all this, we're trying our best to do the source material, but we have COVID, or we have too few episodes, or too short.
Yeah.
They're all BS excuses. You've gone through them. You went through all of them for season 1.
I lie awake at night wondering if I got it wrong all the time.
Now you're recycling them all and doing them now for season 2 because you know your show is a disaster. It's not even that it's a bad Wheel of Time show. It's a bad show.
It's a bad show that hemorrhaged 45% of his audience season 1 from the premiere until episode 7. And then there was a slight bump up and people coming in to see what the train wreck episode was going to be, and then they checked out. And what was interesting too is as soon as Amazon stopped dropping episodes at all for Wheel of Time season 1, it entirely disappeared from Nielsen ratings. Entirely.
Yeah.
Entirely. Point number 3, and this is where things, I think, again, the narrative is being created here. The blend of in-depth characters, robust action, and reverence for the novels, coupled with an individual identity in the fantasy genre, suggests that Wheel of Time season 2 may revolutionize
God, I hope not.
fantasy television.
See through their emotional journey.
Now, first of all, this third point directly contradicts the point above it. Changes to the source material are driven by the constraints of an episode season. The very next point is the blend of in-depth characters and reverence for the novels. Steve, talk to me about this.
God, I hope not. Like, that's so depressing to think that we're going to get more fantasy television that looks like this.
Even look at this show's lore expert, who said again, season 1 had its challenges, but season 2 is going to require anybody who vaguely even knows the source material to gird their loins.
Yeah, well, because we're giving storylines to people that don't exist in this part of the story. So
Yeah,
I like that reverence. Two people are getting major plot threads that don't belong in this part of the story. They're great characters in the story. They have their parts to play. They have major parts to play, but not here. That's the whole point. People are important at certain points of the story. But no, we are taking 2 characters and we are shoving them in where they don't belong. And I don't know. I don't know how you revere the source material when you just destroy the source material. I don't get it.
Everybody, you have a good day. Take care.